Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's me again, Insane Gorilla, and welcome to What If Deku Was a Robot slash Transformer Part 4. But before we start, I'd just like to let you guys know that I am actually down at my grandparents' for a bit. So this is why this recording may be a bit noisy, because there's a lot of heavy equipment moving around in the background. So I apologise if you can hear that, but also if you hear a few dogs as well. I'm currently looking after two Bernese mountain dogs. Lovely bunch of bit of fun with them, but yeah, say no more. So anyway, hope you like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get on with this video, shall we? So where we last left off, Toya Todoroki and Ashley Williams both got the word of their commanding officer that the division was to be fully reactivated. With Toya saying, but ma'am, they should have really been activated since we found a transformer. Well, transforming robot. As their commanding officer just says, we've already got people keeping an eye on them. Since your little stunt, we've got good descriptions of them. Now, we have at least 3 squads keeping an eye on all of them. So, you have 5 minutes to catch up. If you don't catch up by then, you may miss your shot of taking all of them down. Central Command out. Or Division Command out. With Toya just taking off, having his helmet still off. Turns to Ashley as she just looks at him saying, okay then, let's try and find a vehicle. As though she would just start walking off. With her looking at Toya directly in the eyes, saying, don't get any ideas after this little incident with me with no clothes on. I know what you're thinking, Toya, and don't. Toya will just put his hands up saying, hey, I wasn't thinking of anything. As actually just smirks saying, yeah, right. You weren't thinking of any lewd images, seeing one of your subordinates completely without clothing. Yeah, don't kid yourself. This Toya will just say, mental note. Come up with some better reasons than that. As she would turn around and said, I knew you had lewd images in your mind. With Toya saying, shut up, Williams. I'm not a pervert. Not like that other guy. They'll get a report saying this is Team 3, 6, and 8. We got targets in sight. All seem to be gathered in an old rust yard. Targets have all been identified. Sending images now. 1 minute. One target's not with them. The jet. Continuing surveillance until jet arrives. Identifications have confirmed the ones that are there to be the SW unit one known as Soundwave, a dog we call Ravage, Laserbeak, Runzy, or Frenzy, and Rumble. All targets confirmed. Same symbol on each of them. Big. There is no sign of the big robot, but we think these 5 other robots that look similar have something to do with the big one. Still keeping survey. Damn it. Sorry guys, yawned again. Still keeping surveillance over all of them. Still no sign of Jet. SW unit seems to still be in its pod. Or pod. I said pud, not pod. So, keeping eyes out for all hostiles in area. Jet nowhere to be seen. You have 4 minutes to get up here until Jet arrives, possibly. So, chop you two. Find teams 10, 11, 15, 18, and 90. Get here just in case. With them saying, hold up 1 second, movement. With them seeing Soundwave saying operation successful. Now transmitting coordinates. Ships be here in 2 days. Ravage. Operation Securementation. As Ravage will leave to secure the area. Rumble, Frenzy, Laserbeak, Operation Annihilation. As they follow, as they scatter, destroying a few buildings and making it look like a war zone. As he would say, now we need Vortex, Operation Zero Horizon. As Vortex would just say, oh man, do I really have to do this? A Soundwave would just glare at him, saying yes, or affirmative. As he would just say, Swindle, with me. Alright, I'm on it. As Swindle would just follow. As Soundwave would look at everything else, saying, Brawl, others, secure area, package, safety, always. Keep eye out for other friendly, or other 2 friendlies. As well, they secure the SW unit's little pod. And Soundwave would remove the bomb from his head. As he would then jack in to Deku, to the SW unit, as we know as Deku. As he would sort of scramble himself into the SW unit, as he would get zapped and forced out. And a couple of seconds after that, Blitzkrieg arrives as he transforms and lands. So, we have problems. But I'll explain those problems later. How's the SW unit? Combaticons. Report. Area secured, Blitzkrieg. Rumble, Frenzy, Ravage, and Laserbeak are going all over the area. They haven't found anything so far. The minicons are also destroying things to make it more annoying for the humans. And this pod, well, Soundwave has just removed a bomb from it. As Blitzkrieg would just say, right, Soundwave, stop messing around with that pod. We need to get ready. I've already contacted the ship. It's on its way. ETA 10 to 20 minutes. It already started its approach to the planet. 20 minutes for it to break atmosphere. 3 minutes to enter atmosphere. 20 minutes again to arrive. So until then, we're going to have to hold off. Combaticons, regroup after your assignments. As he would hear, as you decree, Blitzkrieg. With Vortex saying, "Hey Blitzkrieg, when are you going to become one of us again? Or become part of Bruticus again?" As Blitzkrieg would say, once the attitude of Bruticus becomes mellowed again. Because remember, weren't long until we lost Bone Splitter. He was the main Combaticon. As Swindle would just say, "Yeah, Bone Splitter was annoying. He didn't do anything right. You, on the other hand, Blitzkrieg, woohoo, you're a lot better." As they would just say, "Hold up. Humans. 3 squads. Rumble, Frenzy, Laserbeak, Ravage. Find out their positions." As Blitzkrieg would just say, "Don't need to. I've already located them." That was the problem I was going to say. "Eliminate these targets." As he sends them locations. As, Squad 3 reports in, saying this. Squad 3 reporting in. 6 and 8 report in as well. As Squad 6 and 8 would just report saying, "We got contacts. Looks like they found us. All squads, move in." As all squads would start firing at, Blitzkrieg, the Combaticons, Soundwave's little pets, and Soundwave himself. As they start sustaining fire with the Combaticons and Soundwave and Blitzkrieg, along with the Soundwave's pets, all start taking cover. Rumble starts making little miniature earthquakes. Ravage, pulls out the guns from his back and starts firing back. Laserbeak does Laserbeak things, being annoying while shooting. While Frenzy, runs away. Just runs and hides. Because he ain't a fighter, he's a stealther. He's more stealthy than everybody else, so he's not good in a full-out fight. So he goes and runs and hides to go assassinate people. him actually doing so. With, well, Squad 3's captain and lieutenant being killed. Before Renzi had to run and hide again. The soundwave just says, Frenzy, return. As Frenzy returns, turning into a boombox. Or cassette tape. And flying into Soundwave. Obviously where Soundwave's little box was. As Squad 3 would get on the comm saying, Captain and Vice Captain are down. Regrouping at Squad 6 location. As well, they would all start screaming as Brawl would say, about time that one turned up. Always sneaking around, always tinkering with things, always blowing things up when not meaning to, and also making sure that we have a bad time. So Shockwave, when were you gonna turn up? As well, he gets no answer. As he says, oh right, you don't talk to people much, do you? You little runt. With Blitzkrieg telling him to shut up. As they get transmission saying, inbound, imminent, 30 seconds, get yourself ready. Human aircraft incoming, more squads inbound. Heavy artillery rolling in. Armored support also rolling in. More firepower than you can deal with. Advisement. Hold position. Ship in 10 seconds. As Brawl would just say, oh, hurry up already. As they get another transmission. Nemesis class battle cruiser, or battle carrier, now in position. Coming overhead in 22 nanoseconds. As, well, the Nemesis turns up. With the Nemesis cruiser sort of, well, sending a transmission down to them saying, Nemesis now fully in position. Nemesis ready for orders. Should Nemesis begin unloading all Cybertronian troops to secure area, or should it just send out one dropship to pick you all up? A Soundwave would just say, Nemesis, deploy dropship, pick us up. As Nemesis would just say, acknowledged. Dropship 262-9er en route. ETA 5 minutes. Please hold position. Nemesis will begin bombardment in 5 seconds. As the Nemesis would begin firing after 5 seconds. As a dropship would arrive, leave. As, well, Toya Todoroki starts shouting down the mic, saying, all squads take cover. Battleship class, battle carrier class, cruiser above. All transports, all troop carriers and everything take cover. Fighter craft, try and destroy that thing now. I don't know how it didn't appear on sensors, just destroy it. As all fighter craft go towards it. With, Ashley saying, well, this is our day to die. I'd rather die with you than anybody else. With Toya just saying, don't be ridiculous. We ain't gonna die here today. We got a lot more fight in us yet, Williams. So don't give me that attitude. Now fight. And she would just say, aye sir. And, get on a big gun and start shooting at them. At all the group. With the shuttle, dropship landing, saying, with the pilot getting out saying, "Come on, you lot, get in." As they all jump in. The Soundwave would say, "Nemesis, en route now. ETA 4 minutes." With the Nemesis just replying saying, "Nemesis copies." Nemesis still firing to maintain cover. All ground units prepare for Superior's arrival. Then Nemesis will be breaking atmosphere and heading back home. But we'll be deploying 2 additional units. 2 units that can keep themselves hidden underground specifically. Scorponaut and Harken. And if you don't know what Harken is, Harken's basically Scorponaut, another Scorponaut. As Nemesis shoots both of them out into the water, giving them prime directives to burrow underground and keep an eye on the military, specifically. As the Nemesis would just say, cargo bays opened. Dropship can enter. All crews be prepared for Superior's arrival. ETA 2 minutes. So you have 2 minutes to get prepared. Do not waste time. Get yourselves ready. Nemesis halting bombardment in 1 minute. Superior arrival will arrive. The Superiors will arrive in that minute. So, suggestion: get yourselves to the hangar bay. Unlocking hangar bay doors now. As well, the Nemesis would open its hangar bay doors as the fighter craft would start attacking it. As the Nemesis would immediately say, "Warning, hostile attack." The anti-aircraft guns firing. Projected casualties of humans. 98% of aircraft will be shot down. Cruisers, on the other hand, on the water, not so much, because they do not fly. Could activate main gun and destroy it. As Soundwave would just say, negative. As Nemesis would just say, confirmed. Not going to use main gun. Preparing main thrusters. Superiors now landing. All personnel get ready. The Soundwave would land with all the Commandicons and Blitzkrieg, including the SW unit and, well, the female Soundwave, as we all know. It is going to be. As Soundwave would just say, "Nemesis, now break atmosphere." As Nemesis would just repeat, saying, "Confirmed. Activating main engines to break atmosphere." ETA to completely out of atmosphere, 2 minutes. On maximum burn. Suggestion: maximum burn immediately. To avoid enemy cruise missiles that have just been launched. With Soundwave saying, "Confirmed. Activate primary motors." As well, the Nemesis would activate all primary burners and head immediately for the atmosphere, or the outer atmosphere. With Soundwave saying, "Lock that one, or lock this one in containment cell B226 for immediate identification." as Blitz, well, as sound shockwave would just say, I will do that. I know this unit a little bit better than you do, Soundwave. So this one here is mine. As she would, well, grow in size, being, well, the same height as everybody else. 30 feet. 30 to 60 feet tall. Or 30 to 46 foot. I'm just going to say 30 foot tall. As she would pick it up, well, pick the SW unit up, and take him to the holding cell. As she would just toss him in there, saying, okay, you can come out of that now. As he would. Well, as the SW unit would. With Soundwave actually, well, Shockwave, noticing that he is actually smaller. As she said, you can come out of that small form as well. Go to your full height. As he would. Which, coincidentally, he barely fits in the containment cell. As Soundwave, well, Shockwave would just say, Nemesis. Cell 226. Containment cell 226. Enlarged by 0.198%. As the cell would actually grow to fit the SW unit. As she would say, you're a little bit bigger than I thought. Never mind. A brief oversight. But that shouldn't be a problem for you now. Should it, SW unit? As the SW unit would just say, well, just stay silent. As Shockwave would just say, look, I know you're confused and I know you're scared. The division just tried to kill you and we just saved your sorry ass. So the least you could do is give us a bit of a, well, okay or thank you. I don't truly need it because, of all intents and purposes, I don't really care that much. You actually have potential though, so you got my interest. Don't make me regret wasting the time to save you. Do I make myself clear? As he would just say, perfectly clear. As she would just say, good. Now be a good boy and don't try and run. As she would walk off. As she says, oh, by the way, my name's Shockwave. By the way, just to let you guys know, there's going to be a certain twist to this. In that cell, he sees, well, you'll see in the next few images, but don't be mad when it turns out to be not your favourite thing. With Deku, well, SW unit, sorry, being, well, in the cell, he sort of looks around, seeing images of, well, certain organisms. As he would scan it, as he would think nothing of it, he just saw himself scan something and he thinks it's just subroutines. Little did he know it was not subroutines at all. As little bits and pieces would start changing on him without him noticing. Eventually he would just shut down for no apparent reason. With him now shutting down, he thinks, power must be low. As he would just try and transform, back into a pod to recharge, but realizing he couldn't. With Shockwave just walking around, and she bumps into the Combaticons. She just listens into them bickering. As Swindle would say, I need a new gun. My one jammed during our last mission. I battered it several times trying to get it to work, and it still wouldn't. Either the firing pin's gone, or I just lost my edge with my weapons again. As Vortex would just say, Swindle, do you always lose contact with your guns? They're part of your body, dummy. You can't just lose your edge. It's possible that you just jammed it somehow. Transform your hand into your weapon? As he would. Saying, so, what now? As Vortex would just say, now try and fire it. As Swindle would just look at him, saying, are you sure? As he would say yes. As another Combaticon would just speak up, saying, not here. This ain't the place for you two to start firing your weapons. If you're going to do that, go down to the firing range. As Swindle and Vortex would say, come on, Onslaught, or however you say his name. Don't tell us you ain't happy to be off that dirt ball, and plus, might as well just test out the gun here. There's no other bots around. As Onslaught would just say, not an excuse. Do not fire your weapons inside the Nemesis. There's corridors. If you're going to do that, fire it in the firing room. Or target area. With the Nemesis saying, weapons fire inside main corridors would not be advised at this current point of time. We are currently not being boarded. With everybody sort of laughing, saying, that's not what we were talking about, Nemesis, but thank you for the compliment. Or thank you for the input. With the Nemesis just saying, Nemesis has detected something in holding cells. In holding cell 226. Advise immediate investigation. As Onslaught says, Combaticons, with me. As Shockwave would turn up, and she would start running towards the holding cells as well. As Onslaught would say, Shockwave, do you know what's going on? As Shockwave would say, logic dictates that I do not know what's going on. My logic circuits say that something is wrong, and must immediately improvise in certain things. Yeah, that goes. Okay, sorry about that. Anyway, where I last left off is that everybody just went to go and see what's going on in holding cell 226. With, well, everybody barging into 226's containment area to see, well, this guy standing there. With Shockwave being alerted, saying, what's your identification number? There was a prisoner here not too long ago. Where did he go? With this one just saying, don't know. All I remember is being in here. So, tell me, which one of you would like to die first? As Soundwave would see a weapon, well, turn up on this new guy's arm, as he would reach behind him and pull a battle sword off of his back. If you don't know who this is Megatron from the last night. I found this to be a better representation of Megatron's gladiatorial days. If you haven't read the comics of the Transformers, I suggest you go and read them. It will actually say that Megatron was actually a gladiatorial arena, and he does confirm this in Transformers Fall of Cybertron. As he would, walk towards them, as they would all, have a fight. After a while, Shockwave, with the help of Soundwave, contain him. His Soundwave would say, unexpected parameters must recalibrate. With Shockwave just saying, recalibrate yourself about that later, Soundwave. How in the sparks did he get that? As she would look into the holding cells, and she would say, Nemesis, holding cell 226, remove all interground scannable objects. As the Nemesis just confirms, saying, all objects have been removed. Should I get force fields back up again? As Shockwave would say, yes, but also have a remote scanner in the area, just in case. Soundwave. Let's drag him to the barracks. Have his own personal room inside the barracks. Nemesis. Confirm this. Nemesis has confirmed. Barracks has been augmented to have a singular room for newcomer. All guards have been told to keep on the lookout for any suspicious behavior. Nemesis is now 4.5 thousand light years away from Cybertron, going into wormhole in 22 hours. Warming up drives. Suggestion: all personnel hold on for before the 22 hours is up, because wormhole technology is still in its early phases. Unforeseen consequences could happen. Suggestion: all people hunker themselves down in barracks or in personal quarters. Superiority complex must be attained. Cannot have anybody distracting me while I work. So please, all people, all Cybertronians, enter barracks before the 22 hours is up. As the intercom will go off. Hang on a minute, guys, just need to sort something out yet again. There you go. Okay, guys, sorry about that. As I was saying, with the Nemesis dictating its, orders, Soundwave, Shockwave, and everybody else go to their personal quarters. With, their hope is that Deku, or the SW unit, as they still know him as, hopefully he stays down in his, coma-like state. And apologies if this is a bit loud, please tell me down in the comments. Anyway, within 5 hours before the wormhole activates, the Nemesis gives out a broadcast again to the crew, saying, protocols engaged, 5 more hours, another 5 hours until wormhole technology is fully charged. All crew, please be in barracks or personal quarters by the end of that 5 hours. Repeat, 5 hours until wormhole distribution or wormhole technology activation. Please, as I have stated, stay in your crew quarters before this 5 hours is up. Don't want to leave anybody behind, because as I've stated, don't know what consequences would be if anybody was standing outside of designated areas. So please stay inside and relax in your quarters or barracks. As the intercom will cut off yet again, with somebody stating, the Nemesis. Can't believe it used to be. It's one of the This ship was actually part of the arcs that made our homeworld. Never thought I'd see human world where we originally came from. As they would hear thumping, as the door would open, revealing the SW unit again, with the ones that were talking jumping, saying, well, not saying anything, as the SW unit just says, "Where am I? And why are there so many of you?" It doesn't matter. This place will soon be a killing ground. As he would grab attempt to grab his weapon from his back, as he would say, "What? Where is it?" Yep, here come the dogs. Again, as he would just say, "Where is my weapon?" As he would, activate his blaster cannon. As one of the other Transformers, transforming robots, as you all know them to be, Transformers, would say, Stop it. If you start fighting in here and this fight goes outside, after 5 hours we'd all be jettisoned into space. Just hold your horses, please. Just settle down. Something called Shockwave. Or hell, Soundwave. Blitzkrieg or anybody. We need to calm him down before he does anything stupid. As, one of the officers would go on the comms saying, this is the barracks. We got a slight problem. Big guy has woken up. Repeat, big guy has woken up. And so, Shockwave, Soundwave, if you'd be so kind, or anybody who actually knows how to deal with this, please come and save us before we die, because he wants to kill us. Thank you! As the comms will go off again. As Shockwave would turn up, saying, "Oh, good grief, this is going to be annoying. Okay, big guy, get back in your room and stay there." As the SW unit would say, "Where is my weapon? I don't take orders from you. Where is my weapon?" As Shockwood would just say, "It's on your arm, stupid. If you're talking about your sword, we put it in the armory. For safekeeping, you'll have it back when we reach home. Our home again." As the SW unit would say, "My home is Earth. That's all I know it as." And Shockwave would just say, "Technically, your home just tried to kill you, so technically that's no longer your home. We will be taking you to your new home. These boys here, boys and girls, as you see some of them are actually female, are going to be looking after you. Well, technically keeping an eye on you and looking after you, trying to get you more adjusted to more of us." As one of them would just say, "Just to let you know, you threatening people doesn't give you a good look. just to let you know. Hope you're not planning to be sick dog over there. As, well, they all get told that everything's now being locked down. So please stay in your personal quarters or the barracks if you're in there. As they, go. Then, after 24 hours, they return in high orbit above a metal world. With the SW unit seeing this for the first time, saying, "I've never seen a world in so much metal." Well, you would see this on the hologram. Eventually, the nemesis would say, "Newcomer, I have made a window, as you would call it, in your room. You could see our homeworld from your room now. Please go and take a look. I think you may like it." As Shockwave would say, he's in a generous mood today. Must be pleased to come back home. As well, Deku, SW unit would walk on into his own room, seeing the images, the big image you see now, with him just saying, "So much metal, so much death could be happening right now, but yet this world almost seems peaceful, like nothing's going on. It doesn't sit right with me. You people seem to have it so well lit, so good here. You don't have earthquakes, you don't have fires, you don't have volcanoes. You just have yourselves and your planet with nothing wrong on it. Everything's perfect. I prefer the noise. I prefer the constant, different day-to-day things that happen. I prefer normality than normality. I prefer the thrill of life among the people who just tried to kill you? Or do you prefer just ordinary life, working as an insignificant robot that seems to be less than aware?" With the SW unit saying, "I prefer that to this. This planet's just too full of metal and too peaceful." With Shockwave just saying, "Just because it seems too peaceful doesn't mean other things are going on. There are a lot of things on our world that are less than good." As the intercom would come up again saying, "We're landing in 5 seconds. Hold on tight." As they would hear a thump. As the intercoms would say, "Nemesis has fully docked with Space Station. Getting more fuel. Refueling and resupplying. Energon reserves now restoring. Sorry. All Cybertronians now may exit the ship. May the Makers watch over you." As, everybody walks off. Some of the drones, as everybody knows them as, walk into Deku's, the SW unit's room with Shockwave. As they would say, "Should we leave you two alone? Or do you want to get off and see our homeworld?" As, they would walk. As Blitzkrieg would turn up. "SW unit." And Shockwave. we've all been summoned to go to the Council of Cybertron. There, the SW unit will receive a name, identification number, and get orders. The Council have decreed it. Now let's go. But I have to go somewhere different for a bit. I have to go to the Seeker capital to see my commanding officer, then go to the Council. I'll meet you there. Let's just hope that the commanding officer isn't getting his ass handed to him again by the consort. Again. And that's actually where I'm leaving it, guys. If you actually, as I've actually said in the earlier part of this video, if you've ever read the Transformers comics, you'll understand what I'm sort of talking about with certain things. But just let you know that I'm actually trying to add in a bit more variety in people and also give extra context where it's due. So I hope you like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all next time.